Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Vice President Rafa Yuster as the VP issues update on the renewals of Dembele, Bade, Yamal, and Xavi. We are going to be discussing on what he had to say as we move ahead. Then, secondly, in this episode, we are going to be talking about Nico Gonzalez as the 21-year-old Barca midfielder is on the verge of signing for Porto. We are also going to be discussing on that. So, guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. During an interview with Sport recently, Barcelona Vice President Rafa Yuster has given an important update on the contract renewals of several players, including Alejandro Bade, Lamine Yamal, and Ousmane Dembele, as well as manager Xavi Hernandez. Bade and Yamal are both understood to have agreed to sign new contracts with Barcelona prior to departing for pre-season for the USA. However, an official announcement is yet to be made by the club on the matter, with it being suggested that the La Liga champions wish to confirm Bade's renewal soon after the return from the US. And while he did not give much away, he used to state that Barcelona hoped to have good news for the fans as far as the La Masia duo's contract status soon. We are talking to both of them and we hope to give you good news about both of them soon, the Barca VP said. When asked about the renewal of another important player in Dembele, Yuste admitted that things were progressing a bit slower than the club would like. However, he expressed optimism that the deal will be done. He said, "It seems like a never-ending story. It's been the same every year. Xavi likes Dembele a lot and it's a process that is slower than others. I hope we end up with a good agreement for both parties," he stated. Xavi's current contract with Barca runs down next year and talks over a new deal had begun. However, they have taken a back seat for now, with the club trying to sort out the transfers and player renewals. But Yusto was confident that the manager's extension will go ahead without any hitches, as he said. "Absolutely, what Xavi has asked us to do is to finish the registration of the first team players first. Xavi, who is a club man, knows what is most important. He's a very grateful person for the effort that the president and the board are making. He knows perfectly well the economic difficulties we are facing right now, and he has said we will talk about it calmly, and I'm sure we will understand each other." Barcelona have confirmed 4 signings so far in Ilkay Gundogan, Inigo Martinez, Oriol Romeo, and Vitor Roque, although the latter will only join in 2024. They have not seen much success as far as exits are concerned. However, on asked about his opinion about how the window has gone so far, Rafael Yusto said, "The market is never closed at a club like Barca. At the moment, we have an even stronger squad than we could have hoped for thanks to the work that has been done by the sporting department, backed by the board and the president. We have 3 great new players who are going to give an extra boost of excellence to the team. I am convinced of that." Barcelona president Joan Laporta had claimed that Xavi still wants to sign another midfielder and also a right back. On whether the club can fulfill those requests, Justo said, "Maybe these players are missing. Since Xavi arrived, we have tried to give him everything that he and his coaching staff have wanted. Little by little, we have been completing this team profile that Xavi has asked for so much. Talking of player exits, used to said, we are working on it because it is necessary for players to leave, especially those who don't count for the coach. Used to then criticize the bumper contracts that the previous administration had banded out to some players with enormous wages, stating that the current board had put an end to that. He said, there have been contracts that for me were really irresponsible. We have put a stop to contracts that will never happen again at this club. Never again. And it is not the players' fault that executive, presidents, and so on made them have that. Then on to the next story of discussion. Nico Gonzalez, who has been very close to Barcelona exit, is about to finalize his move to Porto. The Dragons have been keen on securing the midfielder's services, having set an agreement in place with Barca a few days ago. The La Masia graduate was also reportedly seen walking out in a gym at the Hotel Villa Foz in Portugal ahead of the move, and according to Mundo Deportivo, the deal is set to go through in a matter of hours. Aside from Nico's approval, Barca and Porto were also working out the ins and outs regarding a repurchase option that the Catalans wished to include in the deal. All the final details now seem to have been ironed out. The Portuguese side will reportedly pay Barca between 8 to 10 million, which would hand another important bit of income to Barca's books, which are steadily getting back into shape, as Vice President Rafa used to explain today. It could shape up to be a very good move for Nico himself, who was in a state of limbo regarding his future for a while. There are doubtless signs of potential with Porto. He could also get a regular taste of European football. In fact, with Porto in part 2 of the 2023-24 Champions League campaign, Nico could cross paths with Barcelona immediately in the coming season. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.